Good morning, FlossTube. My name is Laura, and I'd like to welcome you to Stitching by the Shore and Flossmas Day 5. Welcome, welcome. I can't believe we're already 5 days in. So today is going to be, as usual, another quick one. I actually will be filming a regular FlossTube today as well, which is because it's Friday. It's my regular FlossTube day. I have been doing other stitches besides just my Christmas stuff. So I figured I would keep that as a regular FlossTube. If you'd like to watch it, great. If you don't, no worries. And then just keep everything separate. So, and these nice, short and sweet. If you remember, I am stitching the Festive Mandala from Thread the Needle Design. So we're going to start with that. And I have to make sure, I don't know, maybe ultimately this hat, I keep getting fluff on me between the red fluff and the white kind of fuzz. So whenever I look down, there's something on me. I'm not sure if eventually it could be in any direction, but I did mark which way I stitched, so I knew. So there it is at a distance. So that's what you get to see far away. And then let me bring it up close to you. And there we go. We did these 4 corners with the pinks. So that was a lighter stitching day. I have been watching. Have you been watching Thread the Needle? Her floss tube. So she is doing a really fun, different types of box openings and things like that. And then she's doing any stitching on this, like she does a real quick show. So if you don't want a spoiler, which is really great, but she was saying in her yesterday's Flossmas, I believe, that there will be some stitch heavy days coming up because, to keep the integrity of the design and to not have it be like this teeny tiny stitch, right? So yesterday was a low 100s of stitching, and so we'll see. I guess I've got some bigger stitching days coming up, but that's what it looks like. I really like, again, so we're going with the color grade scale. That was your lighter pink, and then we're going darker, and then I know we have a deeper one even yet. Lighting is, oh, maybe that's better. Lighting today, I have to have the overhead lights on actually right now because it's our first snow of the season. Now we are only getting like the little, you can see it if I turned my camera so you could see the rooftops of my neighbors. There is snow on the rooftops and there's none on the ground. And on the grass, if you look close, you'd say, okay, that's snow, not frost, but that's pretty much all we're getting. So it's just like the little pretty picturesque, all the roofs have snow on them, but that's it. However, that means it's very cloudy, very dark and dreary, and it's cold. But that's what mine looks like. And so that's it. And I have not opened, actually, this morning. I don't even know what's happened to me this morning. It's run away from me a little bit. So have I opened up today's? Yeah, oh, I did. Actually, now that I think about it, I did a very quick look, so I know where we're going next. So hopefully I will get that finished and you'll see it tomorrow. Okay, so my full finish for the day. Now this, what I'm calling it is not what it was. So you're going to say, Laura, that looks like a leaner or whatever. I'm calling it a tree topper. So I'll show it to you, then I'll show you what I did with it on the tree, and then we'll just have a quick discussion. I can't remember now. Is that a Jeanette Douglas? I think it is. So that's what it looks like. And I don't know if I stitched, I believe I did stitch everything in this cute little piece. And, it's so wide this way. It would, if you are a pillow maker, I think it'd be cute as a pillow, to be honest with you. It's too wide to be an ornament. It could be nestled. So, I've got it designed and just finished as a leaner, right? I just did I went with a deeper green. I pulled out my reds and my greens, but I really liked the green. The red was just a little bit too bright. And, if I have it nestled among the tree, then really you're seeing, you don't want the red to take away from the stitching on this one, especially at the top of the tree. So I went with the deeper green. And, so simple finish. So, but because it's set as a leaner, I could nestle this among other things if I was decorating in such a way and I wanted something like that. You could, again, do a flat fold with it if you wanted to. But let me show you what I did with it on the tree. I believe I used all of the called for colors on that one. Let's see, here we go. So here's a picture. Let's go this way of it. So my Christmas tree, this one right here has all like every ornament on it. Either I've made it or somebody else has made it, gifted it to me. So it's all handmade. And now the balls here, that's hand decorated. Those were plain glass balls. So I didn't actually make the glass, but you know, you get the point. So I have like the way my tree is here up top, there was a lot of empty like branch stuff, and I wasn't sure how to kind of like make something if I wanted to make it. So what I did was that, you know, with these branches, they're easily finagled and so on and so forth. So I was able to make kind of like a flat layer, and I can move it around or fix it or whatever. And I stuck it right at the top of my tree. So this way it's got a little point of honor at the top of the tree. And you can see it kind of up there, and it's good to go. And you could nestle it in. Like I've taken this one. Remember this guy? And for now, for the heck of it, I've nestled it in. There's a big like open spot here on the tree. So I've thrown it in there. So this way it covers that big open spot. So you could do that with these kind too, but I thought it was fun up at the treetop. Now I was wondering, because I can hold it, like just lay it on the branches. Oops, and I've just thrown it down. So we'll pretend this is the tree topper for a minute. You know, could I have, if I wanted to attach it, could I glue a little bit of ribbon on the back and then, you know, just a bit here, leave the 2 strand sides open, and then I could use those and tie it around the top of the branch so that it would stay in place if I was concerned about it staying in place. So that led me down a rabbit hole. First off, do you do tree toppers on your trees if you decorate for Christmas? I know for me, I was thinking about it as a kid. I don't remember. We might have had one that you stuck on top, but it wasn't anything special or whatever that I can even remember. And I asked Mo, I said, hey, do you remember, did you have a tree topper? And he said, I don't know. He didn't remember either. And I said, I laughed because, you know, with Hallmark movies, there's always ones that are, oh, it revolves around like a family heirloom tree topper and this, that, and the other. And it got me thinking, do you have tree toppers? First off, are they something that has been passed down family-wise? Is it just something that you use? And then I went down a rabbit hole of cross-stitch tree toppers, and I'm shocked. There's hardly anything, maybe, you know, like maybe some old patterns of a dimensions or something or other. And it got me thinking, like, could you make a tree topper? And I was thinking, now, I don't sew, so for me, this wouldn't work so much. But all of you really talented people who can do the fun finishing things, what if you did like an upside down strawberry design, right? Like, or like that kind of, you have to make a kind of fold together. And then could you do that? Maybe, you know, line it with interfacing somehow. So see now, I don't know how to design things, but I'm throwing things out and I'm saying, okay, let's design something for next year. So friends, this is our mission. Like you could interface it and then, so this way, you know, you wouldn't have it, the tree kind of button up against your stitching or whatever. And then, you know, kind of fold it over, do it, and then make some sort of tree topper that way. And you could almost like attach something to the top of the point if you wanted. Or is there another design? Is there some better way than what I've thought of adding the ribbon behind? So if we had like a nice design, could you do like a prairie schooler Santa? And I mean, now how this guy is finished is not how I'm thinking, but like if you could, you know, that's a bigger design, right? So if you wanted a Santa at the top, how could I attach him if I had stitched this part and I wasn't a sewer, right? So we want to think about that. What do you think, friends? So first off, do you have a tree topper? Is it something special, family-wise? Does it have meaning? So on and so forth. And then if you could design one, how do you think we could do it? Have you seen any? Or is that something that we need to collectively think about? And then come next Flossmas, we can show off all of our tree toppers. What do you think? I think it's a plan. All right, so that is it for today. I am going to wrap this up and finish everything here, and then I'm off to film my regular floss tube. So until next time, happy stitching.